Hi guys, hope you're all well. Today I want to answer a question in all seriousness. So we get asked lots, we see like most of the comments are, is it painful? It looks painful. And then I reply with like cannula, needle, and I feel people still don't really understand. So I want to explain to you and just answer the question. Honestly, are the treatments painful? None of our treatments are painful because we numb. We use lots of numbing creams, numbing injections, and the reason that we post usually videos is to show you that the person who's getting treated is normally comfortable. So if someone is in pain, they'll literally, you can tell they're in pain. So we put on the videos while we're doing the treatments to also show you the treatment, but then also show you that the person being worked on is like sitting comfortably. That's one thing. So that's one reason we post videos. The second is I've answered a few posts being like, yeah, it's a cannula, and I just feel people don't really understand what a cannula is. So I'm going to explain to you the difference between a needle and a cannula. A needle has a little sharp end. Sorry, I have some tissue on my hand. A needle has like a sharp end, can you see? So we use a needle to pierce or to puncture. So we can literally put the needle, it's like getting a needle prick at hospital, getting an injection. So you will feel the needle prick. It feels like a sharp scratch, which we tell you. A cannula is like a blunt needle. So if you look at a cannula, it doesn't pierce, it's blunt. It's blunt. So what we typically would do in most of the treatments, if we're inserting like filler or PRP, is we use a needle that is slightly larger than the cannula. So we puncture the skin and make a tiny needle-sized puncture wound or a little hole in the skin, and then we simply insert the blunt cannula into the little hole. So when you see me insert sort of like filling or injecting PRP, it's not that we're like piercing everywhere and bending the needle in the skin. Is that we're simply, it's quite bendy as well. We're simply putting the product in through a cannula in an already open space. The good thing about the cannula is that because it's blunt, it doesn't cause injury as much in the tissue. So a cannula is less likely to like puncture blood vessels and puncture like veins and nerves, which is why it's also bendy as well. So we find our way in using a cannula. The threads are quite important as well. I'm going to show you what a thread looks like. Again, the threads are like little bits of thread attached to a blunt cannula. So when you see us putting in the threads, what we typically do again is use a needle to make a little puncture wound, then insert the thread by means of a blunt cannula underneath the skin. So what to expect in terms of pain? I'd tell you honestly, they're a bit uncomfortable. So it's a little bit of discomfort, but it doesn't last too long. So most of the treatments take maybe like 30 minutes. So it's a bit of discomfort, like you go to hospital, you get a needle prick. Obviously, I'm not going to say it's completely painless. But aside from that, before we inject with the needle, we do use an injectable numbing agent called Lidocaine. So even when we put in the needle, you honestly wouldn't really feel that much. So you're feeling maybe the needle prick from the Lidocaine, and then everything is comfortable. Some people who are extra nervous and want to be numbed further, we do have a numbing cream, and you can come in like an hour early and we just apply the numbing cream all over the face, then we do the treatment. So are our treatments painful? No. There's a little bit of discomfort. Is it tolerable? Yes. Some of the treatments, like the threads, because there's a bit of sort of like pressure and we're doing quite a bit, afterwards you might feel a little bit of discomfort and we offer you paracetamol. There's no treatment that we offer that you do and you can't get in your car and drive home. They're all day cases. So honestly, no, they're not painful. They're a little bit uncomfortable and you feel this sharp scratch from the initial needle of the lidocaine, but you're fine to go home. So I hope that answers your question, that no, our treatments are not painful, and that's why we show you videos as well. So ask me any questions about any particular treatment and I'll let you know. I think I definitely say the treatment that has maybe a larger degree of discomfort to be the pedio threads, and that's just because they're pulling up the skin so much, they're like pulling up the face, so you're feeling more of tension, tightness. That'll probably be the most uncomfortable treatment so far. But the other ones, you know, we're able to do without numbing cream for most people. But if you do wish to be numbed for any treatment, be it electrolysis, fillers, Botox, we do provide these. So we do want you to be comfortable during the treatment. So we're open to numbing extra, but to let you know, like, our basic is numbing cream, numbing injection, using blunt cannulas, and using very tiny needles to ensure you're as comfortable as possible. Hope that answers this question for you.